I'm Tyler.
I'm Shorty.
I'm Myles.
I'm Kara.
And we are The Inner Idiot.
This podcast contains graphic language, violence, and other things that you probably should not let your children listen to. Please enjoy. Hey, Ty, if you wanted to make a podcast, how would you do it?
Spotify Podcasters app, of course. Or hell, even the website.
Do they have any way you can edit audio and help with organizing your episodes?
All that and more. You can reach out to listeners and have feedback with their Q&A feature, and it distributes it to all other major places you listen to podcasts.
I just looked, and they got a video podcast set up and editing tools here, too.
So all you got to do is sign up at SpotifyForPodcasters.com or get the app, and you're done.
Damn, it's just that easy.
Really listen to Myles?
No.
I do.
People are still getting married.
Still having fucking kids.
No,
music's over.
The kids is fine.
Oh.
So don't get married.
Married and kids. See, nobody listens to you, Myles. Hey, what's up, Face World? Welcome to today's show. We're not recording yet, are we?
Oh, shit, no.
Yeah, so we're good. I can still say whatever the fuck I want to say.
Not anymore.
There's shit falling. Oh!
Are you going to
Shit,
ramble
you
about
hear
dirty
the music.
dancing again?
Put your ugly kids to bed. Set the deuce loose. And do so fearlessly, because nobody likes to poop when they're scared. Welcome to The Inner Idiot. I am your host, the big, the bald, the beautiful, the brash, the bumbling, and the most time bastardly MC Tyler Havlin. And today we're straying away from our comedy, and we're doing a true crime podcast, and we're going to try to figure out who stole the cookies from the cookie jar. Myles stole the cookies from the cookie jar.
If I did, I'd be smiling a lot more.
And there it was. He couldn't keep it going. It's all right. Shorty, did you steal the cookies from the cookie jar?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Couldn't be.
Then who?
I see, that's as far as I got.
All right, back to comedy, people, because true crime ain't where it's at for us. Let me go ahead and introduce my co-host. Now, let me say, before we get to two claps and a Ric Flair today, it is for today, it is not two claps and a Ric Flair. For today, it is two claps and a WhoDey. Okay?
Good.
So, let me introduce first the Lord that's never bored, the commander of the comic book, Shorty Fresh in the Flesh. He's been petting Kitty and grabbing titty since December 11th, 2020. Dumb. Two claps and WhoDey for Lord Shorty. WhoDey!
Can't happen.
He couldn't do it.
Why not?
I'm not a Bengals fan.
Me neither.
You do it for the love of me. And Kara, you're a Bengals fan, right?
Yeah.
And you do it for the love of Kara. There, at least that way you should do it.
Hey!
We can let that slide. We can let that slide.
Like, yeah, nobody loves Tyler. The listeners love Tyler.
They say that.
They do.
They do say that. They do say that a lot.
All right, next up. He's a Jedi in the streets and a Sith in the sheets.
You got it right.
Oh.
I got it right. He is our residential doctor. If you got a pap, he will smear it. He's been papping smears and slapping rears for a long time now. Two claps in the WhoDey for Dr. Myles Sham. WhoDey!
Ain't gonna happen. Zach's right. I'm gonna stay strong. Zach knows.
That's all right. Where's everybody watching the Super Bowl at in the chat? You let me know. I'm going to pick a place to go. Next up, we got the queen of late. She's dangerous. She's dazzling. Don't give her directions. She's going to get lost anyways. Two claps and a WhoDey for Kara Banks. WhoDey! Look, for the first time ever doing that, we were pretty in sync with that.
Man, the first time? You mean the third time?
Well, I meant like we've never done that before today's show.
That is very true.
Yeah. How you doing today, Miss Kara?
I'm okay.
Yeah. Well, today's top 5 is brought to you by Kara Banks.
Yeah, she thought of it.
Because let me tell you what, this whole week is just these last couple weeks have been a complete just brain cluster fuck for me. Brain squirrels everywhere, and I've been so excited about the Bengals that I ain't been able to think straight, man. This shit is historic. So anyways, today's top 5 is this is gonna be a hard one to explain. So it's open for interpretation, whoever's doing the top 5, but basically top 5 things you do when your favorite sports ball team wins.
I have a list.
Yeah, you had your list last night. Kara, we're going to start with you. It was your list. I hope you have a top 5.
I hope you have 5.
I hope you got at least one.
I have 3.
All right, let's hear them.
So one of the parties that I've gone to, there were a lot of people crying because they were so happy.
Really?
So yeah, console all
I
those
teared up.
people.
You consoled.
And then have a beer.
Hold on. Is it consoling when it's tears of joy, though? I don't think that's consoling. That's like, I don't
When
know.
you're crying and you're happy, you hug people, right?
Yeah, I guess. Okay. It tracks.
Consolement.
And then eat the rest of the snacks.
Rest of the
I
snacks.
feel that.
Was there a lot of snacks?
There's always a lot of snacks.
There was no way I could have ate during that game yesterday. My stomach was in motherfucking knots.
Mine was not.
Yeah.
I was at work.
Same.
All right, Miles, you're up. What's your top 5 of your... First of all, is it going to be a sports ball team? Like, explain your top 5.
And it's like a top 2.
Okay.
You know, because, I mean, the list specifically said, like, you know, pertaining to the Bengals and all that, you know, upcoming Super Bowl and whatnot. So you got to change it to make it a little bit more vague.
Yeah, right.
One, you don't want to, superstition your team or whatever. But just in general, the little bit of sports I do watch, you know, you get excited, you yell a little bit, you cheer, and then you move on with your day.
You watch cricket, don't you?
No,
Do you watch curling?
that's so good.
Is it?
Curling?
Have you seen the U.S. men's curling team? It's like a
Oh,
bunch of dads that stand around a grill. They all got mustache. Dude, they're
it's-
awesome.
It's great.
They really are. There's a whole ass documentary about them right now, dude. They're fucking dope.
Hell yeah.
It's good shit.
It really is. Is that your list? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. You cheer a little bit and then you move on.
All right, Shorty, you're up.
All right, so... and this was like, what was it? The top 5, she said, top 5 things you do after your, we'll say sports team, wins the Super Bowl. All right. Go to work. Number 1. Number 2, proceed as nothing has changed. 3, hear a bunch of stuff about a game that I barely understand. 4, nod my head acting like I know what they are saying. And then smile and say WhoDey when needed or applicable.
Hey, that works for me though.
Hey, I'm here for it, man. Like it's what I do. Yep. All right, cool. Because a lot of the people at work let me rant on about my comic book movies and stuff like that, and talk about my weird nerd shit. The least I could do to respect them is, you know, listen to them when they're ranting stuff about their sports teams.
That's fair.
It's the least I can let them do.
Brittany Downs said that the curling team sounds like golfers. I think that's what she meant, but yeah, they do. They sound like golfers.
Just whatever.
All right, so here's my top 5. My top 5 is top 5 things after last night's win. After the Bengals beat the Chiefs for a second fucking time. It was great. Dude, my butthole was puckered so tight that entire game.
So number 1 is unloosened butt.
Right? Well,
Always.
that's a given. My butthole loosened almost automatically. But number 5 is I was really happy, and this is kind of like a happy, unhappy thing. I was really happy that I was like, all right, there's not going to be any Jackson Mahomes after this fucking game. For those of you that don't know who Jackson Mahomes is, we're going to look this up in the break so you can see how ridiculous this kid is. It's Patrick Mahomes' little brother. He's a fucking TikTok. So I want to throw up in my mouth saying it. He's a TikTok star. Okay? He's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how to feel when I look at this kid. But here's the thing. I was so excited. I'm like, oh, no, Jackson Mahomes. But then everybody's like, oh, we don't have to see Jackson Mahomes. And then proceeds to fucking tweet, post, put on Instagram a Jackson Mahomes TikTok while they say we don't have to see Jackson Mahomes. So guess what? I saw more fucking Jackson Mahomes than I would have if we would have fucking lost. God damn it. And that pissed me off. Oh, okay.
It sounds like you're saying Jack's Mahomes.
Jackson Mahomes.
Yeah, like Jack's your homie.
No, he's not my homie.
That's what it sounds like
Yeah.
you're saying. Jack's Mahomes.
And this is actually going to lead
Mahomes.
into a segment in the
Button
next
top
thing.
button in your flannel.
In the next segment, we're going to maybe talk about, like, riding people's coattails, how we feel about it. Like, you know, if your older brother, older sibling, whatever, is famous, like, is it okay to, you know, leech off that? We're going to talk about that in the next segment. All right, so number 4 is I had an erection lasting longer than 4 hours. And this was absolutely amazing, but I had to fucking tell my girlfriend, this erection ain't for you, it's for the goddamn Bengals. Okay, so I had to fight her off. It's all right. I gave it to her later on. We'll get to that. That's
that just
on the
sounds
list.
rude, though. Like, you can't say that.
I almost had to contact a doctor.
This isn't for you.
All right,
Miles, you would have gotten a phone call last night.
number
My dick's still hard. What do I do? I did.
Tell me,
beat it.
doctor.
Flick it.
All right, number 3 is I was instantly more popular. The moment the Bengals won, my Twitter blew the fuck up. Because everybody knows I'm a fan on Twitter. Mm-hmm. Like, and Twitter, for some reason, Twitter is where my homies really are. Like,
Yeah, Jack's your homes.
It's not like fucking Facebook. Like, Twitter, my Twitter fucking blew up. I got some invitations to do other shows just because the Bengals won. So that was fun. Number 2 is bandwagon fans. And we're actually going to talk about bandwagon in the second segment also. But let me tell you what.
That.
I fucking love bandwagon fans. I am not a gatekeeper fan by any means. If you want to be a fan of my team because we're winning, be a fan of my team because we're fucking winning. I don't give a shit.
Sure.
The more people cheering, the louder we can make it. That's even better.
Now, I guess we're going to talk about it in the next segment. Whatever, continue.
We have a lot to talk about in the next segment.
Oh,
Apparently.
yeah, I got a list of
The
5
good news
things.
is he's talking fucking fast. So,
Yeah, I'm excited today, man.
I've noticed.
Fuck. Number 1, here's what happened after this game. So, I finally caved in and let my old lady have part of the erection, and I accidentally called her Joe a couple times during sex. But that's all right, because maybe
Who the
next
fuck
time...
is Joe?
Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon. There's a lot of fucking Joes on the Bengals, okay? I was excited. I couldn't help it. I called her Joe. It happened. We're moving past
Did it mess up the momentum?
Next
or the
time,
fucking
she
rhythm?
understood. It was okay. Next time, hopefully she calls me Joe, and I'll feel really good about that. Like, yeah, call me Joe, girl. Like, don't call me Daddy. Call me Joe. All right, that's my top 5.
Kara's look of instant concern.
She always has looks of instant concern when I do my top 5.
No. Mostly it's disgust, but now it has changed from disgust to concern.
It's all right.
She shouldn't be the dazzling. She should be the disgusted.
So are we changing me to the disgusting?
Yeah, probably. It tracks.
I think our live froze up.
Maybe.
No.
I mean, the audio's still going, but the video's like froze. And that's okay. Well, that's our first segment. You guys got anything you want to add?
That was a fast first segment.
How long was that first segment?
I think just your camera. Both of our cameras froze.
Yeah, see? I know what I'm talking about here.
Weird.
Weird. There's no H in weird.
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 Why are you saying what weird?
What? Where's the cool whip?
Cool weird. Why are you saying it like that? Say whip. Whip.
All right, so that's it for the first segment, Facebook. If you want to catch the rest of the show, this episode will drop Thursday at midnight. That's like actually Wednesday night at midnight, Thursday morning. Just for you people that don't have a concept of time. I'm just getting all kinds of weird looks today. It's probably a good thing the camera ain't working. Look, Facebook, we love you. That's it.
I'm glad Kara isn't froze. That way they can see like the actual reactions of what you're saying.
I think Kara's froze because Miles is froze.
They're moving. They're moving.
No.
Oh, they are moving. Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's just
That's what they said. Miles isn't
Miles
froze.
So.
Just on the inside.
Just on the inside.
Kara's so still and just like the same face as
Yeah, pretty much. That's right.
that she looks frozen, but no, she's actually
Just
she's
as-
breathing. People, it's okay.
It's just discussed with me. Give them proof of life. Tell them that you don't have to be here. You chose to be here.
I have to be here.
Help!
Hold up a newspaper with today's date on it. Save me. All right, that's it for the first segment. We're going to play the
You know
segue
that
music.
commercial or whatever that's fucking the little girl sitting in the back of the car or whatever,
The
and
police.
the police officer's like, "Hi, sweetie," and he's like, "That's not my mom." Like that's how Kara is right
Get
now.
out of the car.
I
Get out of the car!
I don't know this commercial.
You haven't seen that commercial?
Uh-uh.
I forget what it was trying to advertise, but that shit was funnier than fuck.
All right.
All right, so that's it.
That's it. Hit the button. We'll hear you. You hear the rest of us on Thursday.
Shit. Fuck. All right, there we go.
Do you love podcasts? Of course you do. That's why you're here. But you know what's even better than listening to a podcast? Making your own. That's right, and Anchor makes it simple. I'm your favorite host, MC Tyler Havlin, and I'm telling you, go download the Anchor app today, Anchor FM. They have all the tools you need to get started today. And best part is, it's totally free. they push it out to all the major platforms like Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts. So get started today, people. Go download the app, Anchor FM. I'll wait. Do it now. Oh, messing with the buttons. We're back. He tried to sneak that one in there. I saw you sneak it in there.
I tried.
But we're back.
It didn't work.
All right, so I got a few topics for us to hit on today. We checked out Jackson Mahomes during the break, right? What'd y'all think?
He looks silly.
Yeah. He looks like an incomplete human being. And look, the stuff that him and fucking I'm telling you,
what do you have to compare that to? How many incomplete people have you seen, Tyler?
I mean, I've seen people born without limbs. They genuinely look like, incomplete people. Like, that motherfucker at least had all fucking 10 digits.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the vibe that he gives off. What'd you say, the upside-down ring girl?
Yeah, climbing up the stairs all gangly and bone breaky and shit. Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about the kid. I don't know. But anyways, that's going to lead into the first topic. So how do we feel about riding the coattails of, say, like a sibling, a family member, a friend? Like, do you think it's okay? I personally think it's okay. It is cringy sometimes. I would do it. I would want my people to do it. If I'm famous, I want my people to benefit from it too. You know what I mean?
I mean, I tell all my friends, like, get famous so I can ride your coattails, like, all the time. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm here for it.
I don't know. I guess it just depends on what sense, because, like, we have, like, musicians, one will be famous and then all of a sudden here comes an unknown sibling who starts a music career. I'm like...
Thinking of that, it's like, who was it? Britney Spears and her sister, was it Jamie?
Jamie Lynn?
Jamie Lynn Spears, yeah. Like, she showed up out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if she ever sang, but she did acting, whatever. Yeah. Then there was Jessica Simpson's younger sister. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember her name. But
she got caught for she got caught lip syncing.
Lip syncing?
Lip singing.
Not limp.
No, not limp. On I think it was SNL.
Did she do it all for the nookie or the cookie?
What? No, this isn't Limp Bizkit.
I know, but you said Limp.
Shut up, Tyler. Fuck, I've been up for 20 hours. Bite me.
So some stuff like that seems kind of not okay because you're just kind of like rehashing something. Like, use some of that notoriety to like maybe make your own name. It also makes me think of like the Kardashians. You got fucking 4 or 5 untalented daughters who are famous for what?
Because the
Being
oldest
famous.
fucked some dude and got videotaped?
No. They're famous because fucking
Their
Jenner.
mom.
Jenner was a fucking
but
athlete.
They didn't ride his coattails. They didn't. So you didn't hear about them because of that. And you didn't hear about them because of their father. They didn't come into the forefront. Like, they were just living the good life. I wouldn't say they were riding the coattails of the fame because they weren't famous yet. They weren't famous until Kim fucking got caught fucking Ray J on tape. That's when they're like, you know what, fuck it, let's make a reality series.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So we have, how many fucking girls are there in that family? 4 or 5?
Who knows?
There's 5.
All right. So you have that. You have one who does something in private that gets leaked. Then you have their mom who markets them and made all of them famous for what? Like, they
Money?
have no conceivable talent,
That's how I feel about Paris Hilton.
Yeah, they have all these product lines and this, that, and the other, and I'm just like, but why? Why would somebody buy this from you when you're not any kind of cosmetologist?
I got something for the Paris Hilton thing in a second, but and exactly that's what I'm going with.
She also had a leaked sex tape.
Yeah, but from the outside looking in, it looks awful.
To be famous, have to leak my own sex tape?
She was famous before hers.
She was, but it was because of her dad.
Yeah, but I'll get to Paris in a second. But from the outside looking in, it looks awful, right? Like you were talking about, none of these kids, they don't have any fucking talents, blah, blah, blah. But still, if it was my kids and my kids can live the life they want to live, and if they want to be famous because of me, like, I'm there for it. If it's my friends, I'm there for it. But from the outside looking in, it It looks horrible.
You need something to go on, though. Cool. You're going to use this,
find your niche.
Yeah. Something like that.
There we go. I can get down with that.
Cool. You have the fame. Do something with it.
All right,
Pursue a career, a talent, even if you're not good at it.
Do some charity work.
Just something.
There we go. I
do
like that.
Something to be recognizable. Just to be famous for being famous sake.
Like going along the charity line, just thinking of that or whatever, and people using like riding the coattails for a good cause is the Irwin, like Steve Irwin's family.
There you go.
Several of them, the son, the wife, and even the daughter are all actually still wildly famous in that region of like, fucking media, animal shelters and shit like that. Like they're all wildly famous.
But they're also doing something with that fame.
Exactly
They're working
right.
with the animals. They're carrying on their father's legacy.
Exactly right. They rode his coattails and like continued it.
Yes.
Like that's a good way to do it.
But he had his kids in a lot of the stuff when they were children too.
Yeah, I know.
So they were
But
always.
they wouldn't have been in it without him, is what he's.
But that's what I'm agreeing with him.
Yeah.
They were a part of it from a young age, and that's something they're good at. That's what they do. That's what they're known for.
And at this point is when it doesn't become, and I hate this word, we've talked about it, but that's when it doesn't become cringe, because they're good at it, because they've been in it for so long.
It's
like
you don't even necessarily have to be good at it, but they have found their little spot in the world, and they're running with it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to ride someone's coattails, find your spot and make something of it.
Well, there's also the guy from one of the 98 Degrees guys.
Nick Lachey?
Yes. Yeah, Nick Lachey. His brother, or Nick Lachey, used his money to help his brother open up a restaurant or whatever. And he kind of rode the,
Here in Cincinnati. Well, Drew Lachey was in 98 Degrees also.
Was he?
Yeah, they were both in it.
I didn't know that. But
Nick furthered his career afterwards.
Right, but like his brother rode the coattails to proceed with his, restaurant business and stuff like that, and that really helped out. So like what Miles saying and what I'm saying, it's good if you can find your niche and you're able to excel at it, or even just like, hey, this is what my brother did, but this is what I'm doing, and I'm gonna further it. You know what I mean? So like if
use it as a springboard.
If Kara became an actor or whatever, and somehow like I was able to ride her coattails and do something, whether it would be in digital media as far as this goes, and this would help progress us further, yes, I'm going to ride her coattails.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Kara Banks is my niece. Like, what up? Like, I helped raise this girl a little.
Use it as a springboard and not a crutch.
Yes, that's the biggest thing.
All right, so back to Paris Hilton. All right, I can't stand Paris Hilton, but here's what I will give this girl. She is so fucking annoying that it is funny. She is so ditzy, and I don't know if it's an act. I really don't. It probably isn't. She's probably that fucking dumb, but it is goddamn hilarious. I could watch this person live her life at least a few times, just to be like, what the fuck, palm to forehead moment.
They've done that. There's 2 shows about it.
Is it? But like,
yeah, it's about her and her
Nicole.
Yeah,
something like
Nicole Richie.
Yeah, it's old.
Yeah, but that's literally what it was. It was these 2 put on a farm.
Nicole Richie.
Yeah. Put on a farm to fucking survive and figure shit out, and they were trash at it.
Of course.
Yeah, it was so bad. I remember
there's another one where they're driving across the country in a fucking pink RV, having to get like little jobs here and there.
Ew, flipping burgers.
Yeah, they were just shit at it.
So can stupidity be a talent?
I thought that was makeup stuff.
Can stupidity be a talent? Can we roll with that? Because here's the thing: you watch the Kardashians. Kara, do you watch any of this stuff?
No.
No, you did not strike me as a Kardashian type, which I'm glad.
I'm a Jersey Shore type.
Oh, no!
Even
Those
worse.
people, we'll get to them in this. And we might not have time to get to them because I might get too angry. I might fuck around and pop a blood vessel in my head talking about these jackamos.
Muff cabbage.
Muff cabbage. See, all right, you know what? If that's that bit right there, I am glad Paris Hilton and Jersey Shore exists for one reason. The fact that South Park did such a wonderful job making fun of them. hands down, one of my favorite episodes of South Park is probably the Paris Hilton episode. That is one of my favorite episodes. When they do the whole fucking
stupid slutty whore video playset.
Stupid slutty whore radio playset. Dude, that shit's so fucking funny.
Comes with camera with night vision and 2 hits of ecstasy.
Oh man, Jersey Shore, really? We're gonna have to move on. Fuck. All right, let's get on to the next topic because I got 5 of them here.
Jesus Christ!
Fuck. How long are we?
We're 10 minutes in.
We're 10 minutes in. We're good. Maybe the next.
That was a strong 10-minute
That
rant.
was
That was a strong 10 minute.
All right, so bandwagon. How do we feel about bandwagon fans? All right, me personally, I love them. I see nothing wrong with it. Cheer for who the fuck you want to cheer for. If you're cheering for them just because they're winning, it doesn't fucking matter. If they're bringing joy to your life, motherfucking cheer. I will save you a goddamn seat. I am not a gatekeeper fan. You want to cheer for the Bengals because we're winning? I got you a seat right next to me, lads, ladies, whoever, right here. How do you feel, Shorty?
It depends for me because like being the what I'm into, my whole nerd thing. When I have bandwagon fans, specifically like the Marvel movies and stuff like that, like people showing up out of the woodwork, like, oh, I'm such a huge fan of this. No, you're not. Like, I'm not trying to gatekeep you. I'm just trying to call you on your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I have a problem. Now, if you want to say, like, I'm a huge, the one that just always comes to mind is Doctor Strange. But, like, every time somebody comes up, it's like, oh, I'm a huge Doctor Strange fan. Like, oh, cool. Like, do you read any of the books? Like, I'm just curious at this point. And if they say, no, I only know him from the movies, fine. Come on in, bud. You are more than welcome to be, like, in here. But if you're going to sit there and tell me that you've known about Doctor Strange for the last 20 fucking years, come on, man.
Now, that is when it becomes a problem.
Like, that, I don't like trying, like, I hate the term, I don't like using the term gatekeeping, but, like, I guess because of how I grew up and the ridicule that I got being made fun of and stuff for being the nerd that I am, like, I don't know, I just feel slighted. When all these people show up out of nowhere, like, oh, man, I've always been a huge fan of this. Like, man, fuck you. Like, no, you haven't. Motherfucker, you picked on me when I was 7. Fuck off. Like, right. You're not, no.
That is when it becomes
That's when I have an issue. But if you're more willing to say, like, I'm a fan now because they're succeeding, yes, you're more than welcome. Come on.
100%.
I can even get it, like regards to like the Marvel movies and stuff. It brought a lot of attention to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna have people coming in and being fans.
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah.
But like you said, oh, I've been reading or part of this for however many years, and you're just like,
learn about it before you lie about it, people.
No, because that's even worse. Because especially with the internet, you can just Google shit.
Yeah, but don't lie about it. But what I'm saying is learn about it. If you're gonna be a fan, be a fan and be honest about it. Be like, I'm a fan because of this.
Well, like, even some of the newer movies or whatever that they're doing, they're expanding like the universes and stuff like that, and they're hitting like further into like the comic book lore and stuff. And somebody asked me recently about the Black Knight that showed up at the end of. Have you guys seen Eternals? I don't give a shit. None of you guys know the.
I've seen half of the Eternals.
None of you guys know who the Black Knight is anyway.
No.
Exactly right. And like people were asking me who he was. I'm like, I know the name. I know his weapon. I know his lineage. That is all. I don't know stories. I've never read anything about him because for the most part, he was big in the fucking 80s.
I've never even heard of him.
Most people haven't.
You said Black Knight. My first thought was Batman.
Exactly right. Well, yeah, Dark Knight, but yes. But yeah, that's exactly what I mean. But people showing up out of nowhere asking me questions. I'm like, dude, we're hitting territory that I don't know. And I'm okay to admit it. I don't give a shit. Fuck it. Like, you're going to have to talk to an actual, like, big Marvel fan. And even some of the older DC shit. I'm like, dude, I don't know. Like, that's above my pay grade at this point.
Carrie, how do you feel about bandwagon fans?
It depends on where they're coming from, just like he said.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's a place of just, like, natural, like, wanting to, like, join in the thrill or the success, come on in, bud. I'm here for it.
So bandwagon fans get the thumbs up from us, right?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. All right. Next thing. Been watching Ozark.
Who?
Ozark. It's a show on Netflix. Never heard of it. You don't need to know the show to know what I'm talking about. Kara, have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
All right. There's a dude on the show that got his dick shot off with a shotgun. Okay?
Got his dick shot
Yes.
off?
So me and the girlfriend have had this conversation for the last 7 episodes. And we're not seeing eye to eye on it. Okay? He got his dick shot off. Doctors put it back on, but he now walks with a cane. Okay? So my girlfriend is like, why the fuck's he got to get a cane? I haven't had a dick my entire life, and I don't need a cane to walk.
Okay.
So I'm trying to explain to her, and I want to know where y'all stand on, especially you, a woman. You get your dick shot off, there's goddamn nerve endings down there, right?
Lots of them.
Like, there's a lot of shit going on down there. You get your dick shot off, you're going to walk with a fucking limp.
I guess I need some more context. Is it just the dick and balls, or is like damage to the legs?
It had
too?
to have been damage to the legs, because he was sitting in his car. This woman walked up to the car, aimed a shotgun.
Oh, yeah, that's why he's walking with a fucking
That's
cane.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It
He
has
has
nothing to
shrapnel
do with his
damage.
dick.
Yeah.
That's the legs.
Right. I mean, because
That's why he would need the cane.
yeah.
You know, now if she blew off a couple of toes, then, you know, yes, he would need a cane for that too.
Sure.
That's balance. But that's just, you know, damage to the muscles and shit.
Yeah. It's essentially weaker as hell. Like,
Yeah.
weak as hell from that.
You're making it sound like dude lost just his dick and all of a sudden he needs a cane.
I think if you got shot in the dick, like you
I would
probably,
want an emotional support cane.
Absolutely.
cane.
Have some fucking solid wood in your hand.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think, Kara? You're coming. You don't have a PP, so dude, what do you think?
What do I think
Yeah.
about
If
needing?
somebody shot you in the vagina with a shotgun, are you gonna walk with a limp?
Probably.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. All right. Anyways, that one was a quick one. Miles has to take a break, and I really wanted him here for this, but that's all right. We're gonna talk about Beer Kiss really quick. I went to Beer Kiss this past Friday night.
Who?
Beer Kiss Brewery in Ludlow, Kentucky.
Oh.
It was a great show. They had a stand-up act, but they had a really neat twist to it.
Mm-hmm.
And in between each act, they had a circus performer come out. You had one
An actual circus
Yes.
performer? Fucking dope.
So the dude that owns this place is a retired clown. Okay?
I'm here
He is
for it.
great. He is an awesome person. So our buddy of the show, Jay Armstrong, goes and
Mm-hmm.
he hosts this show. He goes up, he introduces the first comic. The first comic comes out as Johnny Woods. He'll be on Monday night's live Instagram show. That's tonight. Well, if you're hearing this, it's Thursday, so it was this past Monday. You can go back and watch. Johnny does his set. He leaves. Jay comes back up and introduces an act. The next act does the silks that hang from the ceiling.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So her name's Tate. She does the silks, and she goes for a few minutes. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
She finishes. Jake introduces the next comic. Comic performs. The next act, they have. I want to say the next guy. He come out and he did a juggling act, but the lights went out, and what he was juggling was glowing in the dark.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
he went farther with it. He's not just juggling. Like, he gets on this giant ball. Like, giant ball. When I say giant ball, it's half the size of this room. And he balances while juggling. He does all these cool juggling tricks. Next comic comes up. And then they had a unicyclist come out. You would have enjoyed that.
I need to get my unicycle working.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just a really neat show. If you're in the area, check it out. It's the last Friday of every month. And then they also have pro wrestling in there a couple times a month or whatever. It's a neat place. It's an old theater house. It's really fun.
Where's this at?
It's in Ludlow. You guys are going with me at the end of the month.
Okay.
So
When was I going to be informed of this?
I informed you of this in the chat the other day.
I don't read.
I can't read.
So, Kara, we're gonna have to get you off work, so you go with us.
She doesn't work nights.
No, well, perfect.
I do work mornings though, so
She works nights
we
now.
can't be out until 1 o'clock.
We were out of there by 10 o'clock. The show started at like 7:30. We were out 10:30. My bad. 10:30. We were out of there. It was a great show.
And
It really
Ludlow
was.
is close to where you're at anyway.
Yeah. You're in. Yeah, it's close to you.
Yeah, just don't say it.
I
Weird
stopped.
stalkers and shit.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
All right. The last thing we're gonna
She
talk.
lives in New York City.
New York. All right, next thing we're going to touch on, and we've touched on this before, but for some reason this was going through my head the other day, right?
I swear to God, if you say fanny pack food.
It is not fanny pack fupas, all right? Fupa fanny packs.
That's
not
a
what we're
sentence
going
that's banned in this office now.
with. All right.
Only
anyways,
because Kara's here.
gay for pay. All right, we've talked about gay for pay. We believe everybody has a price, right?
Yes.
Here's my thing. I don't know why I was thinking about dudes sucking my dick. I don't know why this was a thought in my head.
Probably because you were watching football last night and you get a hard off for
This
4
was
hours.
not last night. All right,
So it's other things.
so I got to thinking, like, dude, life with ADHD, dude. There's so much shit that just goes through my brain that doesn't belong there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm thinking, all right, I would definitely suck a dick for money. I would do it in a heartbeat.
Sure.
But then it gets to the point, would I ever let a dude suck my dick? And would I do it if they were paying me? Like, do I have to come? Because if a dude's sucking my dick, like, I'm not going to be hard. I do not think, if a dude was sucking my dick, there's no way I could finish.
It depends.
I don't think I could.
Is
I
there
don't care.
eye contact involved? Am I looking
It's
down?
the fact that I
Am
know-
I hearing him go like, oh?
If I know I know it's a dude down there, I'm not even going to be able to stay hard at this point. Especially at my age. Erections aren't the easiest thing to come by.
Just put on the Bengals rerun game.
But it's like, I don't think
I'm sorry, Kara, honey.
I'm not
She's
going to be
so
able to...
scared.
I'm not going to be able to finish with... Look. If you're an ugly chick, I can't stay hard for you. You know what I mean? Like,
You almost threw up. That's exactly what that sounded like. I can't say hard for you.
like I'm picky when it comes to my boners. Like, I got a fickle dick. A fickle dickle. All right? If you ain't worthy, it ain't going to work. Like, it does not. No. So I don't think I could... You could pay me to let a dude suck my dick, but I think you're going to have to get a refund because I'm not going to come in his mouth.
One, I want to know who has money floating around to pay somebody. Like, hey,
Let me
Tyler,
suck your dick.
I'm gonna give you $100 million. You're gonna let this dude blow you. Who has that kind of money, and how fucking bored are they right now?
I told you I don't know why I was thinking about this. I don't know how it got into my brain.
Now I got an idea.
But here's
If somebody wants to pay me to suck my dick, the number's going to be a lot lower than me, like, sucking somebody else's dick.
all right, $1 million. You have the choice, and there has to be an orgasm involved. You either suck dude's dick or dude sucks your dick. Orgasm has to happen.
Again, there are stipulations that I need.
$1 million. You have the choice.
Okay.
This dude can either suck you till you come, or you can suck him till he comes. The $1 million is used. You choose which one you're doing. Which one?
Now, again, there are stipulations that I need in place.
Okay.
Is there eye contact involved? Do I have to look at this motherfucker?
I don't care what you do.
Well, if I can close my eyes and just sit there and like, all right, this is happening, like, eventually I'm going to come whether I like it or not.
Kara.
I'm sorry, Kara, honey. I'm sorry, babe.
Moving on.
I'm just saying, like, I'd rather take the
We're not
money to
moving
get
on.
my dick sucked than me suck the dick.
Unfortunately, like, I'm gonna have to suck the dick for the money.
I mean, whatever, dude. I mean, you know, it's your, I don't
Your
know.
$1 million.
It's your,
It's my $1
it's your
million, and I want it now.
Yeah.
All right, Miles, what are you doing? Are you sucking? Are you the sucker or the sucky?
Neither.
You wouldn't do it for $1 million.
No.
You wouldn't even let somebody suck you off for $1 million.
No.
And you wouldn't suck off somebody else for $1 million. What is your dollar amount?
There is no dollar amount. Pretty sure we've talked about this before, like,
This is coming from a dude that won't eat butt.
because eating ass is gross.
Sir,
That's where
Look,
babies
fucking
come from.
kids that are all whacked up. You eat ass, you have avocado toast. This is not cool.
did you drink? Did you ever taste beer when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Did you think it was gross?
Yeah.
Do you drink it now?
Yeah. I still
So-
think it's gross.
But you drink it. So what I'm saying is your ass needs to grow up. Kara, are you the sucker or the sucky?
Well, if I'm doing it for free, I may as well do it for money.
Damn.
Best answer Kara has ever given. How? I think
Poor
we're.
Shorty.
No. She's a grown woman. There is not, like, there are few secrets between me and Kara. We've talked about a lot.
All right, here's what I need you to do, Kara. He's gonna say in the meantime. He's gonna say in between time, and then I need you to repeat that line. Okay? Can you do that?
Okay.
All right, that's all we got for today.
In the meantime,
In the betweens time.
If I'm doing it for free, I may as well do it for money.
That's right.
Cue the music. We out.
Jesus.